Good evening, everyone. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner. And have you lost your YouTube partnership? Or are you just trying to acquire it for the very first time? Do you need some tips to get it back? I may be able to assist you. Think about this for just 1 minute. Are you just losing money from YouTube when they remove your partnership? Think again. What would be their motivation to massively promote your videos? I bet you never thought about that, did you? If they don't massively promote your videos, who will? You? Well, remember, if no one watches your videos, you won't obtain the necessary watch time to acquire or reacquire your partnership. That's why you need people like me to assist people like you. YouTube is a community. Therefore, your first objective should be to improve your communication skills. Oh, sure, you could enroll in an expensive college class, but you probably don't have enough money to pay for such a class. I can safely say that I've never enrolled in a communications class, but I was successfully able over the past 8 years to acquire over 1,000 subscribers and over 600,000 lifetime views. And currently, over the past 12 months, I have acquired 156,000 watch time minutes. Actually, it's over 156,000 watch time minutes. Now, no, that's not the over 240,000 watch time minutes that you need, but it's pretty darn close. A lot closer than a lot of you have achieved in whatever many years you've done this YouTube stuff. Think about it. So if I can achieve all of this by uploading substandard videos that were recorded with just a Kodak Easy Share camera, the very same camera I'm using right now to talk to all of you at this very moment, so can you. You don't need an expensive camera, profound lighting, or a beautiful backdrop to succeed on YouTube. All you need is good communication skills and a good topic to discuss. So what is my first tip to all of you? Well, how did I acquire good communication skills in the first place? Well, I read a lot of books. That's what I did. But you say, well, wait a minute. First of all, how did you get so much time to read all those books? And even if you had all that time, how did you remember everything? Well, first of all, I did learn the art of speed reading. And I'm going to show you a clever little trick right now. If your eyes are not focused on the page, your mind won't be focused either. And when that happens, you will retain nothing. That's your very first problem. So, how do you get your eyes to focus on the page that you're reading? You place your fingers in this position. As you can see here, it's like the OK right here. You put your fingers in this position, and then you place them underneath the sentences, and you move your fingers back and forth, forcing your eyes to follow your fingers. That's the first thing you do. Now that gives you the speed reading capabilities. Now then, there are two other things you need. One, you need to be able to retain the information that you're reading. And two, you need a dictionary in your head. How did I acquire both? Well, when I went to the library years and years ago and learned how to speed read, the very first book that I ever sped read was this one, The Memory Book by Harry Lorraine. That was the very first book I ever sped read. And then I utilized the techniques of this book to retain all the information from the books I was reading. It also helped me, it did actually assist me, okay? It assisted me in learning the language of Italian. Why did I need to learn the language of Italian? Because 60% of everything you say in the English language comes directly from the language of Latin. Now, In Italy, there is a region, there's a whole region called Latium. Inside this region is a small city called Alba Longa, which means a long row of trees. This is where the Phoenicians, Phoenicians, that sounds familiar, and it should. These Phoenicians sat there and created the Latin language that you now speak, believe it or not. You say, well, there's no such thing as the 60% thing that you speak of. That's not true. I have a 1932 Latin reader. Bear with me. I have a 1932 Latin reader that confirms that 60% of everything you say comes from Latin. And soon, I'm going to publish my own Latin reader that will teach you how to read and write in pure Latin. But if you learn Italian, you'll learn this a lot faster. I promise you. And I'll get to that one of these days. Okay. Now let's get back to work, shall we? Alright. Yes, I have some notes here. And the reason why I have them is that if my mind isn't focused, then I can't make a proper presentation to you. Okay? So, remember, your eyes need to be focused, your mind needs to be focused. Without that, you won't be able to succeed. It's that simple. Okay? Now then, once you read the memory book by Harry Lorraine by using the technique that I showed you earlier in this video, and you retain everything in that particular book, then the next thing I want you to do is I want you to go to my YouTube channel, which you're on right now. And if you're not, you should go over there. If you're on Facebook right now and you're watching this, down on the bottom of the screen, along where the scroll bar is that indicates how long you've been watching the video, there are little symbols, and one of them is the YouTube symbol. If you click that, that will take you directly to my channel. And then from there, you can find my playlists. And one of those playlists is the memory playlist. Go over to the memory playlist and then watch those videos and practice with them based on what you read out of Harry Lorraine's memory book. And when you do, bam, you'll have a near perfect memory. And then go over to my Italian playlist where you can learn how to speak, read, and write Italian. Once you do, you will develop better communication skills. You will have a better vocabulary in your head. In time, I will add even more material which will allow you to have even better vocabulary skills and communication skills. So bear with me, it's coming. Okay. Now that you've improved your communication skills by having a better vocabulary and being able to retain at least 80 to 90% of everything you read out of any book you desire to read from, okay? The next thing I recommend is that you start uploading video responses. Why? Well, the thing is that if you start uploading video responses in the way I'm going to teach you how to do tonight, you will gain valuable watch time. You will gain views. You may even gain subscribers. It will show people that you are a personable person. You say, how effective is this? Well, let me show you how effective this is. It is so effective that I've actually had feedback from the following people. This is great feedback I've had. Michelle Guido, Crazy Josh Cravey, Quinn in the Clouds, Harley's Vlogs, B. Wolf the Wolf, Jesse Hammond, Abby, Weekend Vlogger, Good Gamer 1994, Rachel Hobson, and Gianna Lynn Music. And I am thoroughly looking forward to their video responses to me, especially after they watch this particular video tonight. And I'm going to upload tonight even more video responses. And I'm guaranteeing you that I will get more feedback. And mostly positive feedback. Because what happens here is that you have person A and person B. Now let me illustrate this for you. Okay. Woo! That's good. I have a bunch of cords here. Okay. Stand by. Minor technical difficulties. My alarm clock fell off. We don't want my alarm clock falling all over the floor, do we? Okay. Let's put this down here. Okay. Let's say that I am person A, and I'm going to make a video response to person B. Okay. That means as I am person A, I first have to watch person B's video. If I'm going to respond to one of their videos, I first have to watch one of their videos. That means they just gained valuable watch time. Now, person B then comes over here, and most likely, not every time, but most likely watches person A's response to their video. Now I'm gaining watch time. Okay? Now, there's a very good chance that person B will not only watch person A's video, which would be mine, in this case, but person B will leave a comment down underneath my video answering my questions. Now, I'll get into that in just a second, okay? Now then, if person B goes to the extra length of making a video response back to me because I made a video response to them, then person B gains additional watch time. That's how that works. And it goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And that helps each person acquire valuable watch time. Imagine you do that about 20 or 30 times. Well, you might get to your goal faster than you think. Now, why questions? I'll get into that in just a second. So hold on. Now then, the first thing you need to do is practice doing video responses. And the first person you should practice with is me. Why? Because I've gotten quite good at producing video responses. I'm not kidding you. So, now certainly I won't be the last person you do this with, okay? I'm just saying that if you want to practice doing video responses, the first person you should do them to is me. Why should you ask questions? Because if you just say, well, they have a nice channel, they may not watch at all. But if you ask them very specific and innocuous questions, okay, and look up the word innocuous, I know you can do this, and if you need me to spell it out for you, you let me know and I'll spell it out for you. Okay? But you go look this one up. Alright? If you ask specific and innocuous questions, the first thing that tells, okay, let's go back to my illustration again. I'm person A, I uploaded a video response to person B. Now what does this tell person B? It tells person B that I have watched their video. Because how could I ask them questions about their video if I have never watched their video? Think about that for just a second. When I ask them questions about their video, I have proven to them that I have watched their entire video. And that's a good thing because that automatically tells them they just acquired watch time. Genuine watch time. Sure, they can look at their analytics, but they don't really have to in this case because they already know. How could I ask the questions if I didn't watch the whole video? It doesn't work that way. See what I mean? That's why you ask them questions. Also, it gets them interested in your channel. It shows that you are a personable person. That's the word I'm looking for. You are a personable person. In YouTube world, you need to be a personable person, because if you're not, you're nothing but a robot. And nobody likes watching a robot. Trust me on this. So, if you show that you're a legitimate, personable person, more than likely, they will respond positively to you, depending on what questions you ask. That's why I want you to practice with me. Go through my videos. Ask me questions. The more questions you ask, the better off you're going to be. Okay, so after you have practiced doing video responses to me, which is automatically going to gain you watch time because I'm going to watch you. That's a guarantee. That's a guaranteed home run. Then I want you to go into the area where you'll be able to see who I subscribe to. And as a matter of fact, you don't even have to do that. You can check out all of my video responses. Just go through all of my videos. You're going to see a ton of people that I have already video responded to. And then you go to their channels and do video responses to them. Especially the ones, if you go through my video responses and you see comments from the other people that showed that they answered my questions, that's the people you want to do a video response to, because if they answered my questions, they most likely will answer yours. And that's the key. Alright. So, that gains them subscribers, that gains them watch time, that gains you subscribers, that gains you watch time, and everybody benefits. Get it? Okay. Now then, now that I've told you all this, there are other secrets that I'm going to give to you. But I'm going to give them to you in a future video. I know you wanted me to do all this tonight, but be patient. This is the first way that you can gain watch time, view counts, subscribers, possibly even likes on your videos. And listen, if you start getting likes and comments on your videos, it definitely counts in your favor. So right at this very moment, you have a treasure trove. You have a cornucopia, a plethora of things that you can do that will gain you watch time, ratings, subscribers. Need I say more? So, in my next video, I will share with you yet another technique that will gain you all this wonderful stuff. Alright, I will tell you more in a future video, so I would like for you to stay tuned.